So a crazy Nintendo leaker has made a crazy claim about the crazy upcoming spooky horror game from Nintendo. Plus, we have confirmation that Link is back in a brand new Zelda game. So good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend out there. By the way, did you notice I procured the Bowser mug? My collection of Super Nintendo World mugs is now complete. I didn't go there. I had to get it off the eBay, but I love this mug so much. It's orange, it matches my T label, and it matches my cat, who's also named Bowser. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hit that like button if you enjoy these videos. I got some awesome Nintendo news, bringing you another weekend episode because this stuff is just too fun to let pass by. Now let's start with the crazy leaker, okay? This crazy leaker, they're pretty crazy. They've made a lot of bad claims in the past, and they've gone silent for a long time, but they're back because MEO is everywhere. And MEO is so creepy, and I know we're not going to get into the details of that. We've covered it a lot lately, but this is just about the leakage, okay? Samus Hunter. Samus Hunter is a very, you got to be skeptical of everything they say because Silex Hunter has said they're completely nonsense. But the claims they're making here, unfortunately, make sense in my head, and I want to run them by you. There was a rumor a while back, and I don't remember who the rumor was from. It was from someone pretty reputable about Nintendo bringing back Famicom Detective Club for a sequel on Switch after they released the old games on Switch and kind of brought that franchise to the West for the first time. Now, Samus Hunter is claiming that this MEO tease is actually a tease for an upcoming Famicom Detective Club sequel that will be released later this year. They don't call the game out by name, but they say, hey, it's not a Bluebird Team game, and they say, hey, it's from a series that has a producer that I'm very excited about, and the producers of Famicom Detective Club worked on Metroid, and they say the game already has 2 prequels on Nintendo Switch, which is the 2 Famicom Detective Club games, so it lines up with Famicom Detective Club, and honestly, that makes so much sense to me. I don't want to give Samus Hunter credit, I don't want to trust them at all, and most likely this is not accurate because most likely Samus Hunter has no inside sources, but that would make perfect sense when it, instead of it being an actual like crazy horror game where you're like running first person away from the demons and the masked man, it's Famicom Detective Club. And so it has these themes and it has these like story beats, but it's not actually all that scary. It's not actually the type of game we're envisioning it to be. Let me know in the comments down below what you believe. Bowser, you think it's Famicom Detective Club? You do? I don't know. It logically makes a lot of sense, and it would kind of just like, it massages Nintendo's like, they're not really a big horror game company, but they could do a mystery game that has those themes. Yeah, but Samus Hunter at the same time, Samus Hunter he's so freaking talkative. He just turned like 7 months old. He just got neutered a little bit ago. He's doing great. But anyways, we'll keep tabs on this. I doubt that Samus Hunter is correct, but it makes too much sense. What's also coming up very soon is Amazon Prime Day, which is the beautiful Amazon Prime Day where tons of things go on sale, including my coveted, my beloved Nintendo Switch games and accessories, but most importantly, the one, the only, the brilliant, the bold Lexa Play Card. Always keep one right by me because it is the best. It stores your games so naturally it saves them for the rest of your life. Up to a terabyte. And the terabyte card goes on super sale, and all the cards go on super sale, so make sure to click the link in the description down below so you're ready for the store page as soon as the super savings go on sale. July 16th and 17th is Prime Day, so that'll be coming up later this week. That is going to be this Tuesday and Wednesday are Prime Days, and that is when you'll want to pounce on these cards because they are the safest, fastest, best memory card you can possibly get for your Switch, and they'll probably work for your Switch too as well. So make sure to click that link. It helps to support the channel every time you do so, and it's your way to get in as soon as those deals go live to grab the best memory card you can possibly buy. All right, let's talk about the best case scenario here. A new Zelda game was announced at the last Direct, and it was, voila, Zelda is the main character. I think this is brilliant. I think this is bold. Some people in my chat thought it was a terrible decision, but I really believe it's fantastic. And I love the gameplay mix-up that they're making because to me it feels like a 2D version of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, right? It's like all the manipulation you get to do physics-wise and with different items and carrying them around and crafting and mixing, now in a 2D space. But the ESRB rating is live, and now this makes the game even more dynamic because it confirms you get to play as Zelda and Link. Now, I know what you're thinking, probably just starting off as Link, but I have a real suspicion that this game could bring Link to bookend the game, and I would not be surprised if you end up fighting the final battle as Link himself. Now, the ESRB rating goes into detail about the game, and of course, it's silly, it's comic violence, it's nothing too intense, but they say that as Link, players use a sword and arrows to defeat enemies. Zelda can use a magic wand to summon creatures for battle. That's pretty interesting. It's interesting that Link comes first, and I assume this means because you start off as Link. I bet what we saw in the intro to the trailer is the intro to the game, and I bet it's actually playable, rather than being a cutscene where Link just happens upon this rift and drops in and Zelda has to save the day. I bet we start as Link, we wake up, the adventure seems like it's going to be a by-the-numbers Legend of Zelda adventure, and then it flips, and it becomes a Legend of Link adventure where Zelda has to save Link. But I wonder if at the end, do you think Link will come back? The fact that Link is mentioned in the ESRB with, honestly, just as many words as Zelda, does that indicate a more even split than maybe we would expect? I think it would, not be that crazy to play like 30 seconds of Link and then the rest of the game is Zelda, but the fact that this is featured so prominently in the ESRB description, what if we do get a substantial section as Link? Or what if Link joins Zelda, say 3/4 through the adventure after saving him, and you're able to switch between the two characters? What if this game still hoists Zelda up as the main character, but does in fact have a 2-character system where we can battle it out with sword and arrow, and we can also puzzle solve and battle with summons and strange items? This to me would be the best case scenario and build one of the coolest Zelda games from both a lore and a Zelda standpoint gameplay wise, because we get to play as both in the same game and potentially substantial chunks. I see 3 ways of this going down. 1 is you just play Link in the intro, he's gone for the rest of the game. 2 is you play Link in the intro, Zelda goes and rescues Link, and Link has to fight Pig Ganon to save the day. 3 is you play as Link in the intro, you play as Zelda for the rest of the game, but you save Link about 75-85% through, and you have to use both of them to complete the final dungeons in order to create a cornucopia of combat and puzzle solving that merge together beautifully, just as these 2 characters have been central to the Zelda lore and storyline game after game after game. What do you think they're going to do, and does this get you excited knowing you get to play at least a little bit as Link, and potentially more? It doesn't say like in the intro, it just says as Link, players use a sword and arrows to defeat enemies. So what if you do have to save Link and then utilize Link's abilities to defeat Ganon in a final boss clash? That would be absolutely sick. I don't want Link to steal the spotlight, and in many ways, Link coming back for the final battle would kind of like feel like a slap in Zelda's face. That's why personally, I would much rather see the characters be interchangeable and allow you to have to solve some crazy complex dungeon at the end as both of them swapping back and forth or doing one segment as Link, one segment as Zelda. That would be so cool. Let me know what you think is going to come of this Zelda-Link character duo in the upcoming Echoes of Wisdom game. It's now only like 2 months and 2 weeks away, 10 weeks till Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom comes out, and Samus Hunter will find out MEO hopefully soon to know if they're true. Probably not, but Detective Club makes a ton of sense. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you all so much for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive, and until next time, SwitchForce out.